Alright, so this is weird because this was actually recommended to me by my YouTube recommendations. Weirdly enough. And it is free on YouTube with ads. This is Kung Pao Enter the Feast. So I've seen this one time before when it was on one of the movie channels at my mom's house. A couple years ago now, quite a few years ago with my son. Now we both laughed our asses off at it. I don't know if he'd even remember it. I could show him clips and see if he remembers it, but this is a very strange movie. And I can't, when I was looking up movies, it's weird. When I was trying to get comedy movies to do for this month, this was on the list for me. I was like, oh, I kind of want to do that one. But other movies became priorities, and so it faded away. But luckily, fate has intervened. And now I get to bring this review to you of Kung Pao Enter the Fist. And it is a movie in which Steve Odenkirk, no relation to Bob Odenkirk, inserted himself in a classic Hong Kong film, which the name I don't remember. Doesn't really matter. And it pokes fun at the chosen one archetype from the time. Even going as far as to, because the Matrix was big at the time when this came out, So they even kind of parody that with a fight with a cow, which is a totally CGI cow, but he Matrix fights this cow. And the story is that the chosen one, that is his name, his parents were murdered by Master Payne, later renamed Betty. I am not joking. Like, he's Master Payne at the beginning of the film, and then randomly, 25 minutes in, he goes, "You will now call me Betty." And they just call her Master Betty for the rest of the film. Steve Odenkirk dubbed all the voices but one, and that is a female character with one tit that is like a angel dream thing. I don't know, but she dubbed her own voice, and apparently she and Odenkirk were speaking gibberish on set, so that it would mimic, how the words don't match up to the mouths. There's a lot of stuff. Once you get to the final act, it really starts to it seems like your typical farce of a Hong Kong film up until a certain moment, and I think that certain moment is Mushu Fasa. Because so the whole thing with the chosen one is he has to take these metal things that are on Master Betty's chest, and he has to pull them out, and that'll take away his power, but he doesn't think he can do it. So Mushu Fasa, a Chinese version of Mufasa, comes to him. He's like, "Good evening, Simba. But I am not Simba. I am the chosen one. Chosen one. You must take your place in the circle of stuff." It's just and then there's French aliens apparently that work for the evil place. I don't know. It's really weird once you get to it. And there's one character, Ling, who's annoying as fuck. Basically, all Odenkirk does with this character is have her go, "Ooh, ooh, ooh, ooh." It's like, come on. It's annoying. It really is. And then there's this gag that, she takes her, you don't see it because it's from behind, takes it off, she goes, "No, maybe I shouldn't. Okay. No, maybe I should not. Okay." It's just what? I don't know. And it's obvious that at some points he reuses footage over and over again. It's supposed to be kind of a joke thing. And Tonguey, let's talk about Tonguey, because that's the secret. Beginning of this, when he goes to kill the kid, he goes, open his mouth, and you don't see what it is, but it turns out Tonguey is in there. There's a face on his tongue. And I remember that was a big thing for the trailers. What the? Why does he have a tongue with a face on it? I don't know. It's really weird. Now, this isn't a terrible film. I was with it until a certain point of the film where it just got... Ling was annoying. They kept... The jokes that they were doing got overused. Alright? There's a joke that they do where they have the Chosen One run up to the master, and he's like, oh, I'm going to die. And then he hears, Chosen One! And he runs, and it's Ling. Ling! Chosen One. Chosen One! Ooh, I'm going to die. Woof, woof. Dog! Runs to the dog dies, and then they re-loop it. Chosen One. You're alive. Yeah. Why did you think that I was dead? Because I'm that doesn't mean I'm dead. Chosen One. You're alive. Of course, why you think I'm dead? And the dog comes. It's just kind of, what? You needed to have extra time before you got your alien invasion thing at the end? And then there's this trailer at the end that hints at a sequel. Kung Pao 2. More weird stuff in it. There's some funny stuff, like, beware of the big butt song. He kills people to it, or something like that. It's funny in some points. You know, it's weird. It's kind of like this, but more cringy. It's funny at some points, and at other points, when it's funny, it can be funny, but I think maybe at some point, Odenkirk went too far on certain things. Like you couldn't make a film like this today. There's no way. Even though Odenkirk insists he's working on a sequel, but it won't be the sequel we see at the end. He wants to do one with a spaghetti western, which I don't know. But I don't know. I guess this didn't last long in theaters, which I'm not surprised. But this movie was at least a fun watch for the most part. Anything else to say? Really? There's just so much stupidness. Not really. I'm gonna go ahead and give this movie a 5. It's a decent watch. I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't recommend it personally. Like if you want, I don't know. I guess it would be in the category of so bad it's good, right? Because I don't think many. Like if you want a good comedy movie, if you want a good spoof movie, watch like Airplane or Scary Movie. But this, it's at least decent. So I give it a 5. So what are your thoughts on Kung Pao, Enter the Fist? Oh, by the way, Beaver Nunchucks. Just saying. Make sure to leave in the comments below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I've been Scotty, and I'll see you in the next one.